Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Oh,
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, and we are here to help you. But you know what? You can help us too. Do you know how you can do that? You could send me Dear Abbies on Twitter. That's at OctoAbby with an I. You could sign up for the Patreon at patreon.com/here to help podcast. But the way you can help the most is by sending it to everyone you know.
yeah, and also not canceling person that canceled. I noticed that, dickhead.
Yeah, yeah, still my mutual on Twitter, so.
So, yeah, just so you know, I noticed. I get notifications. It tells me, it says, this person who shall not be named because I'm not that big of a dick, Plus, I think if
Well,
you bully people, I think that's like, it's like
it's
extortion or
probably
something.
illegal.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
probably
I
can't.
don't think you can do that.
Like, give me your
We
money.
love you.
Like, I'm going to
We're
tell
gonna,
everybody about your
we're gonna,
ways.
we'll win them back. That's what we'll do. We'll do such a good job that we're gonna win them back.
I don't know who this we is. I got a lot of work to do though.
I'm doing a good job.
Hmm.
Okay? I'm doing a great job.
I took a little longer downstairs because I had to take a quick poop.
Why are you okay? Yeah, that's great. That's great content, Bryden. That's great for the show. Just tell us. Tell us about the size and the shape and the color, perhaps.
Well, I didn't look at it, but it,
Oh,
it,
you,
it felt
what
like
do
a
you
lot
mean
of
you didn't
torpedoes coming in
look?
out of the ocean.
What do you mean you didn't look?
I didn't want to look at it.
Do you just not look?
If there's something wrong, yeah. I mean, I'll be like, I can tell if something's going on.
I see. Okay. So okay.
You always look at your shits.
I just always look. I don't
Cool.
know. I just.
That's great.
I just thought
It's
that
good
was
to know,
normal.
shit starer. No, look, I usually will. I'll take a peek if I'm like, what was going on? But I knew what was going on.
I just don't have very many moments where I'm questioning what is going on there.
Well, you can tell. Like, I mean, I've gotten used to. Like, I've been eating a bunch of cashews. At
Mm.
first, I was like, "What is going on with this?" Well, it's like eating. It's like if you ate gravel. It's the same fucking thing. I don't know why. I don't
It's
digest the cashews
terrible.
completely. I don't even know if they're good for you at this point. Where are all the cashews going if I'm not digesting them?
I don't know. I think they just stay there. Maybe that's why your belly is so like rotund.
It might be. Thank you for using the
Just stay
word
there.
rotund. That sounds
like how
sophisticated and classy.
like how bubblegum stays forever.
That's not. That's not true. But I don't swallow bubblegum anymore.
That's good.
I would sometimes
Anyway.
if it's a fruit flavored one, I might swallow the bubblegum.
Yeah. You know what's fun is that by the time you find out that that is a myth that your parents told you to get you to stop swallowing bubblegum, that's when you don't want to swallow it anyway. Like learning it is a myth never made me want to swallow bubblegum. I wanted to more before.
Yeah, I don't know. Most gum, like, because the only gum that I like, the Trident gum, that one, it's out of flavor real quick.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. Oh, the worst is juicy fruit.
Oh yeah,
Like 5 seconds out of that. It
but
tastes
it's the
delicious for that
best. 5
5 seconds.
seconds. Yeah, it's the best 5 seconds ever.
If anyone can figure out how to make me juicy fruit gum that lasts a while, that would be great.
So how long is gum supposed to last?
Probably longer than 5 seconds. I don't know.
You would think. I don't know. I got the Trident gum. I had to get a pack of it, which is surprisingly inexpensive. Off of Amazon, I think it was like $10 or something for 8 packages or something like that.
Hmm.
Uh, I had to get that and I bring it with me to work because people need to learn to like floss and use mouthwash.
Oh, yeah, just be the gum guy. Just offer them gum all the time.
Get a fucking clue then. With like, if anyone ever offers me gum,
Mhm.
I think I know what's up. I'm like, oh damn, garlic, something.
Yeah. I like Tic Tacs for this though, because everyone likes orange Tic Tacs. I've never met
They're
someone
good.
that doesn't enjoy orange Tic Tacs. If you just pull out some Tic Tacs and eat a couple and then watch, the reaction like, hey, do you want one? I was having this for me, but if you want one too, you're welcome. You know, that might be.
The Big Red Tic Tacs are pretty good too, though.
Oh, I haven't tried those. I don't like Big Red though. My
Uh,
mom would drink Big Red, and I just always associated it with
well, no, this is like the gum.
white
It's
trash
a
and.
cinnamon thing. It tastes
Yeah.
nothing
Does it?
like
Yeah.
Big Red soda.
Oh, I see. Oh, like the candy. I
The
get it.
gum. Yeah.
I just was picturing because they have Dr. Pepper flavored gum and stuff. You know, I just was assuming it was the soda. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't seen. I would love some Big Red soda, and I haven't seen Big Red soda in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
It's a great soda, but what are you gonna do? They don't make it anymore. They don't make anything good anymore. Listen, after COVID, you're all fucked. They don't make anything good. They don't make the half sugar blue Clue
No,
Gatorade.
the
They don't do
the
it.
downfall of society began when they took away Dr. Pepper 10.
That was
That's or not began. That's when it was solidified. I mean, like this. There's no turning back at this point, right?
that
Dr.
was
Pepper 10, gone.
that was probably gone when I was 11 years old. When what did that?
No, no, it wasn't
Was it
because I
not?
got into it like 2 months before they did. I was on a diet in between my first and second kids. Okay,
But
or
was it?
maybe it was right after the second. So that would have been like 2016, 2017. I think we're gonna say at the latest.
But I thought Dr. Pepper 10 was the one where they had that great commercial where they go, Dr. Pepper 10, it's not for women. And they
Yeah,
had this action
yeah,
star.
it's that one. I think that that was those commercials were out when I was a kid for sure. But yeah,
What a
it
great
was still
commercial.
there. And but I was on this diet, so it's like I was, at the time I drank a lot of like soda or juice or just flavored things. I wasn't just sitting there drinking like ice water all day. I could do unsweetened tea at the time, just nice good teas. That's it. Uh, so I was drinking a shit ton of Dr. Pepper 10. I got hooked on it within like weeks. And then it was gone. They took it away from me, and I was very upset.
Well, lesson learned. You ruined it because it's not for women.
My fault. It's not for me. You're right. Oh my God, they were right. It's not for me, and they had to take it away because I was doing that.
It was a goddamn advisory, and you fucking screwed it up for all the fellas. So,
I'm
and
sorry.
here I thought it was just your husband's life that you ruined.
Ruined everyone's. That's fine. If I can't have it, no one can. I'm okay with that. I'm totally
Well,
fine with that, actually.
that's a typical woman attitude towards life. That's great. You're a good person.
The only Dear Abbeys I got today, by the way, just said Dear Abby. You would
Nice.
think maybe one person would make that joke.
They don't even
They're
listen to the
all
show,
they're
dude.
all retards.
They,
Like just all of them are.
they, they don't even listen to the show. I've seen the tweets. Nobody cares.
They care. They love us very much.
I don't think you even read the ones in the Discord because if you did, you'd know that there's
There
uh,
hadn't been a new one in a while, but I'll look again.
literally one from yesterday. You dumb
Okay.
piece of shit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. We're gonna get into our Dear Abby segment then. I have not read this beforehand. Is this gonna be one of
I haven't read
all
it
the ones
either.
from the Discord are questionable so far? Okay,
I
that's
haven't
why
read
I
it
don't
either.
read those.
So
Dear Abby, am I the asshole? Old Walmart greeter hassled me as I was walking out because I had a clearance plate set in my cart. He demanded to see my receipt, even though I couldn't exactly hear him over Miss You by Oliver Tree blaring in my earbud.
cool song, bro.
Very, yeah, no, it's. Okay.
I don't know. I like some of the Oliver Tree songs.
It's buying Walmart clearance plate sets, Bryden.
Okay. Who you fucking having dinner with that you got to have nice ass plates for?
No, it's not that. They're gonna last you 6 months. I
Not
had
if you
because I used to have one, and I tried to make tea in a cup, and it literally exploded. Like the glass just went everywhere,
Okay, I've
and
never
the
had that.
boiling hot water all over my feet. That hurt really bad.
Well,
Okay,
shout out
I
to
don't trust them anymore.
Look, shout out to Walmart for that really sweet prank. I wish I would have been there for that. But I bought all kinds of cheap goddamn glassware, and it's
It,
always
the,
been fun. And
Well, no, it's not glassware. It's a plate set, so it's the ceramic stuff. And like I had that set also. The plates would just one day a quarter would like a piece off of it would just snap off in the dishwasher.
Oh
It's not
well.
touching anything. I place things in the dishwasher very carefully so they don't bang into each other. And it's like, yeah, they just suck, is what I'm saying. Sir,
Okay.
return it.
You can. It's on clearance. They don't take returns on clearance.
Oh yeah. Well, now you're stuck with it.
I think you'll be fine.
After realizing he was trying to hassle me until I turned around, gave him my receipt and told him, "You don't need to check my receipt. I know this. You know this. And you know I know this."
I mean,
To
he was
which he
right.
slumped away sadly. No, that's true. I get this all the time too, where I'll be going out of It's only Walmart too. It's only at Walmart. And
Well, they
like
got the
they will
Costco and
let
Sam's Club make you do that too.
well, you're no, that's different though because they have like a membership program and that's like the whole thing is
But you can't check out. You
exclusive and
can't.
they
You
have
can't.
extra
But
rules.
you can't
What?
check out. But you can't even check out without scanning your fucking Costco or Sam's Club card.
Yeah.
Can't even get to the checkout. So why do they got to check the receipt at the end?
Oh, so you're not stealing anything, but it makes sense for like a more like regulated building, right? But what they're supposed to do at Walmart is check for things outside of bags. So if you have like a pack of water on the bottom, they're supposed to check
Maybe
your
that's
receipt
what.
for that,
Maybe
right?
that's what he was doing. We don't know what that old man was
Maybe.
doing.
Maybe, but listen to me. I have been there and had no items on the bottom that were out or any out of bags or anything and watched like 4 or 5 people be just like, "Oh, bye, have a nice day," with items
Yeah.
that are unbagged, and they stop me, the nice blonde lady. Like, why am I the danger? Am I threatening? Do I look like a thief to you,
Yeah.
Bryden? Do I
Yeah.
look like a thief
Yeah.
to you? Because I feel like I am not the the person to be worried about.
Yeah. I could. Middle-aged white women love stealing shit.
I'm not middle aged.
You are
I'm
though.
not middle aged. I'm not. I'm barely 30 years old. That is not middle
How long
aged.
do you think you're gonna live, bud?
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I thought yeah, I don't know. You know how when you're like 12, you don't have any concept of what old is? I thought, like, surely I don't want to get old, so hopefully I die by 27, is what I thought.
that's a good time to die. Yeah. I mean,
I made it further than I thought, so.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, no, there's nothing great about getting old, and all of these other years are just kind of tacked on, and you're like, I don't have nearly as much fun anymore. And yeah, it's probably better to have just died at like
I don't know. But that's
mid
the thing is I've
20s.
never had fun in my life, so if I want to have fun, I have to wait until the kids are out of the house. So I have to get old now. I have no choice.
Yeah, that's gonna be totally cool.
I'm going to go to the goth club like 50 years old. Going
Yeah,
to be
that's
awesome.
that's gonna be really neat for you and everybody around you who thinks that they were out for a cool night with the youngins, and then you will be there.
Mhm.
I like this music too.
Be like, I've never been to a goth club before.
Yeah,
Isn't this
yeah.
so exciting? And I'm like fucking gray hair.
Well, they all have gray
I
hair
did
too.
that.
Theirs
No,
just died.
I literally had a moment like that at the MCR concert because I was like super giddy, and this guy next to me, he with his friends, he was like making jokes and talking to us and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, is this the first time you've seen them? I saw them back and whenever, you know." And I was like, "This is my first concert ever, actually, and I'm so excited right now." And he didn't talk to me the rest of the time, barely. Like he made maybe one more comment after that.
Yeah.
It's like I think that was weird. I don't know.
I don't know if it was probably because of that. It might have been your breath.
You don't know what my breath smells like.
I can get a sense. You
By
know, it's
looking at
just
me.
the general, like, not really caring about how you appear to others.
I care very much about how I appear to others. I put eyeliner on
Around
to
your
do a
lips.
podcast. No, that's lip liner, Bryden. That's a different thing. The color may be the same, but that's beside the point. It's a different pencil.
I don't know. You eat lipstick. I know that, and that can't smell great.
Lipstick smells weird. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, moving on. To which he slumped away sadly. Personally, I feel justified. Walmart underpays this man to hassle me instead of hiring cashiers or getting loss prevention to do their job. The
I
old guy. What? Go ahead.
no, finish it.
Yeah. The old guy is not going to see everything on the receipt and know what it is either. He's just trying a low pressure bluff. I don't know. You can tell what most things are on the receipt. I don't think they're actually sitting there reading them. I think they sit there and pretend they do for a second because you could watch their eyes. Some of the greeters will read it, and some of them are just like, gotta make sure that I don't get caught not reading this, you know?
I think if there's an old dude that's a Walmart greeter, like if it was a young person doing that fucking job, then yeah, tell him just eat a fucking dick. Because I've called those people faggots and everything else, but never an old person. Like, because sometimes they'll
Yeah.
have just some teenager doing it. And I go, eat a dick, faggot, and just keep walking. Whatever. What is some young Filipino teen going to do to me while he's on the clock? Nothing. And I don't go to that Walmart. So,
But the old man will do worse.
no, the old man, I mean, just, you got to be nice to him. He's an old
Gotta be
man.
nice to old man. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, not that I often yell at the teenagers that they have doing that some of the time. Particularly bad mood. And again, like you said, like, oh, all these
Yeah.
people walk through. The worst offender, this was a woman. I forget what I said to her. I called her fat or something like that. But she watched me. We made eye contact while I was checking out because I couldn't get something to figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody came and helped me and all of that. And I was like, all right, whatever. She asked for the receipt. And I go, you fat or bitch or something like that. You just watched me fucking check out. And fine. You know, which is also still not right to do. You know, this isn't a
Well,
common
no.
occurrence.
But she's being a bitch.
Yeah, you just, well, you get,
I just don't. If you see, you're supposed to like see me doing something wrong. Like, okay, I get it if there's something not in a bag in my basket because you don't know. Just check, whatever, fine. But the fact, I think I've told the story on here before of the employee who decided I was definitely going to steal a pregnancy test, and we almost got into an altercation. I just resent the idea that they're just saying you are a thief until proven otherwise. Well,
Sure.
I'm just trying to grocery shop. It's very annoying. Like if you see me being weird
well,
in
then,
any way, if you have a reason to suspect me, sure, but you're doing it every time I go, and I'm doing nothing wrong.
but then escalate. Escalate immediately. That's the most fun thing to do is make it
I
make
did
it
with that one
everybody's
lady.
fucking problem. I need to talk to your manager. Check the fucking cameras. This is ridiculous. And then it's a big, it kind of makes you look stupid these days, but it used to be a big power move. Was
Yeah.
go, I'm gonna need the name of somebody and the number, their number over at corporate. Who's your boss's boss? Because once the manager's there, I go, who's your boss's boss? You can't really get away with that anymore when people are like, give me your corporate number. You look fucking stupid. Just use Google, jackass. So you got to be
Yeah.
like, okay, who's your boss's boss? Who's that guy? When's he here? How can I get
Yeah.
a hold of him? You could always escalate, but this
Yeah.
takes time. So, I mean, you got to ask yourself,
I don't have
do you want to
patience
stand
for
here
that.
for 20 fucking minutes because you're bored? Because then you are just being, as they say, a Karen. But sometimes being a Karen is fucking fun.
Sometimes you just have to. Like the Sonic near me. Okay? It has gotten so bad that the last time I went, I got there and I pulled up to the drive-thru, right? Because if you use the stalls, they probably won't bring your food out until you've pushed the button enough times that they're willing to answer it again, and it's been 15 minutes and your food is cold. They just never brought it out, right?
That's
So I was going
ridiculous.
through the drive-thru, right? And
This
the
whole
drive-thru
hold on,
wasn't
hold on.
moving,
That's the
right?
whole fucking
What?
appeal of Sonic.
Right? Yeah, but these people will not work. There will be, because you could go up there, walk up there, and look through the window and see how many people are working. Okay? There's like 6 fucking people in there, more than I'd ever seen working there before while they're doing this shit, by the way. They're just not doing their jobs.
Well,
but
we know
anyway,
what
so
type of people work at Sonic typically, but didn't back in the day when those types of people didn't work there, didn't they used to wear roller skates?
oh yeah, it was a fun thing. And they got
I
tips
didn't. I
back
never
then
got.
too. by
Oh,
the way, like a waitress. It
that
was not a bad gig.
I never seen them on roller skates, but if they were on roller skates, they should get tips again.
They had roller skates at the one in my small town when I was a kid.
That's
Still, like it was a voluntary thing. It was like we have these on hand. You can wear them if you want to, and just several of the like teenagers that worked there liked roller skating.
yeah,
So they
dude.
just
If I was fucking
it's
running
just fun.
food
Yeah.
at Sonic, I would definitely roller skate. That's
Yeah.
sweet. I'll bet the reason that they probably don't do it anymore is a lot of people got hurt.
Oh yeah, because I can't. If I'm very
Hey,
clumsy. I
go
lose my
roller
balance
skate
really easy.
around
If I use
cars.
the stoppers, I will fall. That's why when I was a kid and went to the skating rink, I would like use the wall to stop myself. I would like let myself crash into a wall because I was definitely gonna face plant if I use the stoppers. Imagine if I had to bring food out. It's like you're gonna stop at the car. Do I run into the car? Do I use the stopper and risk the food going everywhere? Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not
That's
a good situation.
They never should have
But
put the stoppers on the front of roller skates. By the way, that was always stupid.
no,
They
that
don't do
doesn't
that
make
shit
any
anymore.
sense.
Uh,
Yeah.
but well, I mean, it does. You can do it. It's I used to
I
roller
just
skate
never
as a kid.
figured it out,
Uh,
basically.
Well, you
It's
don't do
hard.
both of them.
Yeah, I didn't do
Okay,
both of
you
them.
just do
I didn't.
one.
But okay, but yeah, so I pull out of the drive-through line because obviously it's not moving, right? And I pull into a car hop stall, and the people in the drive-through line are getting out of their vehicles to go over and bang on the door, and then I realize that the whole time I'd been sitting in that line, just not able to get out until the person behind me had backed up enough and left themselves. Like it was been like 10 minutes. Not one person in the stalls had gotten their food either. And they've been there though since before I got there. And so they start getting out. And these people are banging on the door trying to just get their money back because they're not refusing to take orders. At least at the stalls, drive-through line, maybe they were because they hadn't got up there yet. It was they were taking the food orders and doing nothing after. So the people already paid. There was like 5 people that paid and never got their food.
Good
And I
God.
hadn't ordered any food yet. So I'm just like observing at this
Yeah.
point, right? Just like, and, I go and look in the window. I'm not the only one being weird, right? Everyone else is banging on the doors. And there's like 6 people in there and they're just hanging out and chatting and ignoring the banging on the windows at the doors and this man screaming like, just give me my money back, this is fucked. Just give me my money back. Like, that's all. And I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna call corporate. I've done it before. You should do it too. Like, we should just all call corporate. And he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not calling nobody. And he just leaves in his truck. And I was like, well, that's not helpful.
Would have
But
been
anyway,
would have
that's
been
what
really
that's
good. Would have been really good if the employees inside would have over that clear glass started putting up cardboard. You know, like that election.
yeah.
You remember that?
But like they sitting in there doing nothing. And the time before that, I had sat there pushing the button for like 15 minutes. Finally, they answered. I'm like, hey, did you make my food or no? Like, I'll just take a refund. And they're like, oh, yeah, your food's been done for a while. And it comes out totally cold. And, and the time before that, they wouldn't even answer the stall. So it's like, yeah, we're just done now. Because for a long time, that place was great. There was a guy that goes to my church that worked there, and he would always remember my exact order for the whole family and say, hey, how's it going? How are things? And how's the husband? And now it's not like that. It's not like that anymore. It's different. This is a different
Well,
world.
that's, I mean, the high turnover rate of fast food restaurants. Um, I
I
don't
hope
know.
it's higher soon. Like,
Yeah.
I hope that those people are gone, and maybe people that will do their job badly, but maybe do some of it will get hired.
I don't know. I'm not telling the story again, but I mean, I did get an entire Taco Bell fired once, but that was completely legitimate.
Well, yeah, these people are insane. I mean, but they just, I don't know. I don't know.
Whole point is, you should have been nice to that old guy. So yeah, you are kind of a fucking
Oh,
asshole,
yeah,
man.
let me finish that.
Oh, it's not over?
Lastly, Walmart sucks ass as they only have their market share thanks to government subsidies.
Sure, fine.
Sure.
Okay, you fucking hippie. I know.
It, if I wanted to be hassled over a receipt, I would have went to Costco, which tends to keep out the shitty people.
It
Yes, it does.
by what, a $25 a year goddamn fucking Like, look,
Man, it's so frustrating though because there are some things that you don't want to get like a nice version of to go to like the like home stores that have all the throw pillows and nice dish sets and it's just too expensive, or Hobby Lobby or something. So you have to go to Walmart to get it or get it off Amazon, right? I don't necessarily need to grocery shop there, but if I need to get, there's certain things, right? You go to the beauty section. Right now, everything is locked up. I don't mean the things that get stolen more frequently, like an eyeliner that's easy to stick in your pocket or your
sure.
bag. I mean, literally every single item in that section is locked away.
Yeah.
You cannot get literally anything there.
I, yeah. It's the world
And
is
no one's
bad.
there.
Sure,
No one
of
is
course
there to
not.
help you. It's not like they assigned someone to hang around that area in case anyone needs anything. No, you have to go and find someone, and they're really understaffed, so it's going to take a while, and then they're going to be busy, and then they're going to be mad that you're making them do it. I hate it. I hate it. I
My only
want to destroy them.
experience with that is video games. And,
Yeah.
usually there's someone standing near where those laptops that I don't know if anybody ever buys a laptop
Yeah.
at Walmart besides for Christmas for somebody. But, yeah,
Probably, yeah.
that's the only time. I mean, unless like, you
See,
like
that
real
makes
quickly
sense,
need a
though.
laptop.
Especially like the Switch games and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
you could just open it up and take the tiny thing super easy. I get that. It's like a $50-$60 thing.
Yeah.
We're not, it's not a $5 package of plastic nails that I want to glue onto my own nails.
But the weird thing about it is not all of them are locked up. It's just some. I don't understand
Of
it.
the video games?
Yeah. Not
Huh.
all of them, just some.
I think basically all of them are around me.
Yeah.
But we just have a lot of thieves here, and they apparently look very much like me.
Are they you?
No, I don't think I've stolen an item from a store intentionally since I was like 15.
You don't think intentionally. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
It is possible that something has happened.
Fine.
No, one time. Okay, so one time we got home and one of my kids had hidden a snack in their pocket, like their jacket pocket, and I felt bad about it. And I took it away from them, and they got in trouble. But I didn't take that back to the store. What am I supposed to do there?
My mother would have walked my ass back to the store, hitting
We
me
were
on the
already
ass the entire
home.
way, made me apologize, and then bluffed and said that she was going to sell me to them to work it off.
Sounds like what my dad would do. It sounds about
It's a pretty good play.
yeah.
I
didn't
guess
do
you're
that.
just not a good mom, so whatever.
But this is a 2-year-old. Do you think
Raising-
a 2-year-old understands that? This is literally a toddler. This was like years ago when my kids were very little.
Yeah, I think that maybe they remember it. It sticks with them their entire life, and they
Yeah, I would take a
grow up
2-year-old
to-
who is not even forming permanent memories yet and say, "Give it back, and I'm gonna sell you to these people." This child can barely form a sentence. I'm going to sell her to you. That's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
may not be able to form a sentence, but could have learned could have formed an actual lifelong sense of justice against, shoplifting and, except for a stint in their early 20s. And, learn to respect capital for what it is and all the good that it brings to the world.
Respect capital.
You should. If it wasn't for capitalism, we'd all be bleeding out in the fucking streets eating our own shit.
That's not true, but okay.
It's pretty true, dude. It's pretty true.
I mean, I think that there are probably multiple systems that would work okay enough under certain circumstances.
Only
I
after-
don't think it has to be. It's about like the people in charge
Oh, really? Is it
and
cool?
the priorities.
Because that doesn't
Also,
change.
in
Yeah.
addition.
This is typical Democrat nonsense from Abby.
No, it's not.
It is typical
No,
Democrat
you bitch.
Kamala
You
Harris
called me
nonsense.
recently and were screaming at me about how you think capitalism is bad now. You
Yes.
did that like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
I was mad
You
at-
just screaming in my ear about the evils of capitalism.
I was pretty mad about capitalism, but then I calmed down and I realized
Yeah,
what a
and now it's
lovely
great
lady
again.
capitalism is, and that what we're experiencing right now is not real capitalism. And unlike all these other stupid things, capitalism has been tried and it does fucking work. And then all of you Kamala Harris voters like Abby here get involved in
working?
it
Is
and
it
they
working
fuck
right
it
now?
up.
Is it working right now?
It's because
is
of
this,
the. It's
is this
because
the
of
way
the.
you want to live?
No, the government has fucked it up because of people like you.
Because what did I do? What have I done wrong?
You're a Democrat.
I am not a Democrat. In what way? In what way? What policy do I support that makes me a Democrat?
Being a woman.
Good job. Good job, Bryden. You proved me wrong once again.
I know.
Yep. Anyway, you're not an asshole, bud.
I think you are a fucking asshole.
Dear
You should
listener.
just.
No, because it's bullshit, okay?
Sure, but he's
that
an old man.
You should have socked him in the jaw.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's pro-crime Democrat Abby at it again. Elder abuse Abby wanted to keep Joe Biden in.
Challenging you. He is
Wanted to keep-
insulting you. He is challenging you and your trustworthiness. He's saying that you look like a bad guy. He's saying he doesn't like the cut of your jib.
Here we go. Yet again. Yet another proof here. Democrat Abby trying to divide the people by
He's asking
age.
for pistols at dawn.
No. No, you should have been nice to him because that's your fellow citizen. We're all Americans. I know Abby. I know that Abby doesn't.
Your fellow
believe that.
citizen. Is he our comrade, Bryden? What's that?
I know that he's our fellow citizen, and he's a patriot. All right, I hear great things about him. Okay,
He's a patriot.
and we're allowed to have disputes, but when it comes to the violent left like Abby, they say violence immediately because that's what they're about is just violence. So. This is
Purely.
split.
That's all I care about.
It's a split decision on this one, dear Abby Ryder. So yeah, you could either be a man and a patriot, or you
blood.
could be a low T soy boy, and you love trannies, and you could side with Abby. So take the advice that you feel is better for your life: big dick, awesome, or small shriveled tranny dick, Abby.
Let me tell you something else, too. These old people are why you can't afford a house.
Oh, and now
Or
she's
is it not? Or is it maybe a corporation of some sort, Bryden? That might be the problem.
Actually,
or
a big part of
or
that.
like maybe the lack of controls of outside influence that comes from a capitalist society focused on like as free trade as you could get, kind of, while it's still being reasonable, right? Maybe like
the
maybe,
globalists are a
maybe
problem.
there might be some flaws in this system.
Yeah,
Is it
and
the
that
old
was
man's
and
fault?
that was put there by, the globalists, which are just Trotskyite pieces of shit. The neocons, the rhinos, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
Sure, they
Yeah.
can say that they, are on our side, but they're not on the real side, the nationalist side, the populist side. Dare I say, the MAGA side.
Well, they're certainly not on the nationalist side, but I would think they are on the capitalist side.
Different type of capitalism. It's
Specifically.
It's America first. Okay, it's always going to be America first.
No, because more regulations would have prevented this.
Listen to this.
Realize that,
Listen
right?
to this. Democrat nonsense. Reagan would piss on you.
You're never going to have a house, Bryden. You will never own a house. You will never have
I know.
a deed to a house with your name on it.
Well, I wouldn't
And
use
it's
my
that old
name.
man's fault.
I wouldn't use my name. I'm not that stupid.
Okay, well,
I got to be an
what-
LLC, dude,
Tell
or
me
an
how.
S corp. Yeah, it'll be a business headquarters.
No, because it's residential. There's zoning laws, Bryden.
I can talk to people about that.
About the zoning laws? You're
Yeah,
just gonna
dude.
Change the zoning laws. Okay.
This is called capitalism, or bribery, or crime. But listen,
Yeah, I think it's called crime. Criminal. Bryden.
Listen.
He's the criminal here.
crime, capitalism, they both start with C's. It's fine, and they end with me. But not end as in they end.
No,
they-
yeah, Bryden's ending capitalism. He has just vowed to end capitalism if it's the last thing he does.
I mean, if it means I'm in charge, yeah, fuck capitalism.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you're
That's all I was looking for because
But this is why we
not-
have it. Because if I There's a million guys like me that go, if I'm in charge, fuck everything. If I'm in charge, your lives are going to be terrible, especially Abby's.
Yeah. It's already, it already kind of
It's
sucks.
going to be really funny
Just
if I.
got like 5 foot tall Latinas trying to square up at me at Walmart in my daily life.
Oh, well, then your life won't change that much. That's what I would have done to you.
Oh, good.
So.
Well, the problem though is that it doesn't work out. Like okay, so that was the lady at the Walmart that was accusing me of stealing the pregnancy test. She did that thing where you bow up and you're like, oh, you push your chest out and you're
That's
like, oh, I'm
insane.
gonna fight you. And like fists up,
But
like
wait, how big
elbows
was
up.
her chest, though?
Bigger than mine, which is not the same. D's probably.
Nice.
Okay, not bad. She's like 5 foot freaking tall, and I think I didn't realize what was happening because she's like the height of one of my children, like literally the height of my oldest daughter, and because I just maintained eye contact, did not budge, did not flinch, nothing. And she just immediately looked really scared, handed me the pregnancy test, and said, fine, you can have it, and left. So it's not going to work, is what I'm saying. It clearly doesn't work to send them after me.
See,
Assassins.
all I want is a double D'd Latina to get mad at me and shove her breast towards me and then look scared. That sets off all of the things that I like. Those are all good emotions. Are they emotions? I think it's just horny. I think that's all that is. Those aren't emotions. That's an erection.
Yeah. It's a different thing. Men don't understand that.
Yeah.
But it is a different thing.
I always like that line from Arrested Development. No, Michael. It's like my heart's getting hard.
I've never seen that, but it's really funny.
First 3 seasons are great. 4 and 5 are whatever.
Now, someone told me that I would really like it, but usually when people say that, I hate it. Like, when people send me, like, music or a TV show, generally, I listen to it. They're like, oh, this is perfect. You'd love this. It made me think of you. And I listen to it or I watch it, and I just go, huh. Clearly, I'm not being perceived as how I see myself. Like, this is not good.
No, have I ever said to you about anything I've sent you, oh, you'll definitely like this?
No, you're the one. Yeah, you have not.
I just go, I like this.
Yeah, you're sending me things you know for a fact I will hate, is what you're doing.
That's not true.
It's the opposite.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's fucking hilarious. It's one of my favorite shows.
Okay. Well, I do like It's Always Sunny, but I mean, like, all the Kanye songs that you send.
I'm explaining my emotions at that time.
Right, and I'm fine with it.
Mid-rant.
The point is...
I go, no, explain to these people. Pull the fucking...
He does.
The blinds away. I'm like, I'm ranting, and I'm mad, and I'm like, you know what? This is what I feel right now. And then I send you a Kanye song.
But he doesn't say, this is how I feel right now. It's bam, 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 message, giant paragraph next, and 5 more messages, link to a YouTube video to a Kanye song, bam, 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 more messages. It's just like, okay, which do I focus on first?
That's what I feel at the moment. I give soundtracks to the things that I say.
It's kind of fun, honestly. It's fine. It's fun. But yeah, no, generally when people, I don't know. So I've stopped, unless it's someone that I actually genuinely, like, someone that has my cell phone number, let's say. Someone that I talk to regularly that has my cell phone number.
Everybody would assume.
No.
Music suggestions for Abby.
Don't do that. But there are a few people I will still listen to, but I am a little wary about following people's recommendations.
I just thought of a great thing for the wheel.
Please do not give my phone number out.
It's going to be one numero.
One digit?
From Abby's cell phone
no,
number.
because once you hit the area code, I'm fucked. That's only 3 times. No. Maybe you start with the country code first. That's 4 times.
Well, okay. Well, I'll start all the way from the last number. I was thinking I'd just give them all the numbers and they could figure it out. It's just at random. Yeah, just random.
That's kind of funny. No, but these people play Wordle. They know how to arrange things.
I bet it would work.
All you'd have to do is no, please don't. Please don't. Just no, don't. Please don't. I've narrowly avoided sending someone else my number already.
Good work.
Do you know blind people can't type really well?
Yes.
Yeah,
I I,
I should have
I don't know that
considered
from
that probably.
personal experience. I know that from
I do now.
knowing concepts of both typing and blind
Right,
people.
right. So apparently they prefer phone calls.
Sure. On account of they have tongues. They don't.
It's good to know.
I guess they have eyes, a lot of them. You know, because mute people still have tongues, you know? Mute people. When they're like, that, or God does pizza, that. Like big fat tongue guys. Like, you know, you met
Yeah.
them. They can't talk right. That's not their. I'm like, they still have
No,
tongues.
I've never met a mute. No,
Really? You never met, like,
no.
nonverbal guys that are, like, still with it?
Only like severely mentally disabled
Oh.
people.
Well, these guys are mentally.
That's why.
Yeah, they're, like, mentally disabled, but, like, they can't. Like, the part of their brain that makes them form fucking words is all fucked up. They're not, like, scholars or anything like that, but, you know, they play video games with you and shit. Um, I don't know. When I was growing up, people know this, but when I was growing up, my mom took care of retards, just like as a part-time job, and yeah, there was some of those guys in there. Most of them pretty severely mentally retarded. Uh, you know, and that's where I come in with my heart of gold. That it's not cool to make fun of mental retards that much.
Exactly.
They definitely
try
can't make
not
fun
to.
of. Dude, you can't make fun of body retards though, because that's like, oh, you're got burned up in a fire. What an idiot! Like
Okay,
that's.
that's fair. Okay, but what about deaf people?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Fuck
that
deaf
fine?
people. Yeah, no, that's the
Okay, good.
worst community of disabled people ever. They are
They're
complete
weird.
pricks.
They're like you're genociding us by trying to find cures. Like that part of it, that section of it is insane to me.
Yeah, they're fucking assholes. I've never met a deaf guy that I liked.
You're not like a race of people. You have a hearing disability.
No, we don't want our kid to get fucking hearing. We gotta make his life harder. Like, what? No,
That's
they're
the
the
other
worst.
thing. Your kid should have a choice there, or not even a choice. Just fix your kid. Their
Dude.
life will be worse. Are we not like supposed to be doing everything we can to set our kids up to have like a better life than ours? Is that not what the point of this is?
I don't know.
I
Apparently,
don't know. That's what I thought the point was.
apparently they
Which is
got.
why I didn't sell my toddler to Walmart because the Walmart people are not going to give her a better life than me.
That's arguable, but you know, I don't know. They got like a whole community going on or whatever. I guarantee there's no deaf. Oh, there's got to be deaf people podcasts. Fuck, we got to look for deaf people podcasts for that.
That's such a good idea.
We got to
Okay,
find
let me-
deaf
hang
people
on, I'm
podcasts.
looking
Write that
up-
down.
Okay, yeah.
We got to
And
find.
if there's
deaf
not
people
one, we can figure it out. Okay.
I'm sure we can find. There's got to be a podcast for deaf people, especially now that podcasts are like video now. There's just videos of deaf people signing at each other. That I'll bet that happens. Damn, that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I want to have one where like we have a podcast and we have someone interpreting, right, with sign language, but they don't know sign language. It's just random crap they're throwing up, just gang signs. I'm certain that bit has been done to death, but I still enjoy it. It's fine.
Damn, I'll bet there's
I'd
deaf
be
people
heck.
as fucking podcasts. That would rule. I gotta see that. Oh man. Well, we got
Look.
about 14 minutes left. We gotta do.
Oh, really? I
yeah.
didn't even do a story. Yeah, let me do a story. Hang on. I was looking up deaf people podcasts.
That's why I
Oh
told
my
you to write it down.
goodness.
There is one. There has to be one. The podcast market.
15 best deaf.
No
podcasts.
fucking way. That rules. Holy shit. I gotta watch those.
Oh my god. There's a Wired.com article titled How to Make Podcasts Better for People with Hearing Loss.
Oh, well, okay. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, how can we... Huh.
But
Yeah, we can look at that later.
like,
Right now we
I
should
would
do a Reddit
definitely
story.
listen. If I can make the podcast more accessible to deaf people, I would absolutely like to do that.
That would be nice. I don't know how without doing, like, sign language.
But- That's not what I'm thinking of.
No, we're not making their lives better. No.
I'm thinking of a podcast for deaf people.
Disability matters. The listening brain. Oh my goodness. I want to know. Okay.
Like, dude, if I was making a podcast for deaf people, I would call it Def Jam, DEAF jam. That'd be good.
Oh, I
Def
don't see
Jam.
that here. Hear Me Out. The Hear Me Out
That's a good
podcast.
name.
That's
That's a
pretty
good
good.
name.
Seen and not heard.
Oh, well, that's
Oh,
a little up its own ass, huh?
yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to do a Reddit story. Everybody ready? Do, 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 do. I watched my wife beat up a man and now I'm scared of her.
Okay. I mean, what happened?
So I've been married to my wife for 4 years and we've been together for 6. We have 2 kids together, a 3-year-old and an 8-month-old, both girls. I was getting our baby down for a nap when I heard the front door slam and some yelling outside. I put our baby in her crib and ran downstairs, and when I got outside, I saw my wife was screaming and going feral on a man I had never seen before. She was
Oh,
on top of him, and just scratching and punching him in the face while our toddler was crying in the yard.
okay. Well, hold on. Let's stop there. One, you shouldn't be scared of your wife unless you know for a fact you can't take her, because it doesn't sound like this guy is punching her.
Well,
And
he was
then
taken by surprise, yeah, so like he probably didn't even have a chance to do anything.
sure, but now he's scared. He should later be able to process like, oh, I could beat the shit out of this woman if I wanted
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no way she could win if it was like, okay, we're both ready right now.
Yeah. And then two,
Like even you and I'm 3 inches taller than you. I guarantee you have denser muscle mass than me. Just you are a man. You have testosterone. It
yeah,
is the case. Like,
and I'm super out of shape. My body can't handle salad. That's what those weird torpedo shits were like earlier. Fiber. My
yeah, but
body hates it.
I got bad balance, and you're small and compact, so your center of gravity is good, and so you could just like tackle me. I think it'd be fine.
It's like a rogue, like a halfling rogue in D&D. I just
Yeah.
sneak around and get you. Or Rey Mysterio, dude. 619, booyaka, booyaka. Like I'd knock you, I'd stun you, and then I'd come over, swing through the ropes with my tiny little legs, and just right in your face. You'd be done. Down for the count.
Tiny-
1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh my God, he killed her. It would go down like that. But
So we're gonna have to
I
fight
will
if we
beat
ever
the
have a
shit
live
out of you,
show,
dude.
right? We have to have like a boxing match or something, right?
I'll beat the shit out of you. And I'll do
Wrestling
it
would
drunk.
be better for me, I think.
Not a chance. If somebody gets control of my arms, I'm done. All right. I gotta be able to crawl around on all fours and make animal noises,
Like a goat.
like a goat, dude. I, but you should just run my fucking wet-brained head into people. Like nothing in my noggin doesn't hurt me. Um,
You are like a goat man. Like you really are just like a goat man.
No, I'm like that flute playing goat man who's got goat legs and then he gets people to come into the forest and tricks them.
Pan?
Yeah, like him. He's
The
a cool
great
guy.
god Pan?
Yeah, I think he's a pretty cool guy. I think he did pretty dope shit.
Did you know that if you go out into a field full of ferns at midnight, Pan shows up to give you a sack of gold?
Yeah, that sounds like a trick. That sounds like something I'd tell you to do. And then you know what would be out there? Cow
What?
shit.
Yep.
And then like when you come back, me with a water hose attached to the house going, dumbass!
This is something I read in a book once. Like I used to have all these like books on spells and meditation and scrying
So
and
cool.
like different ways of using tarot cards when I was a teenager. And it's in one of my books, it's like, yeah, if you go, it was a book on spells, right? And it's like ingredients you would need, and it's like, for this one you need bay leaves, and it's like, well, I got that in the pantry. It's great. It was that kind of thing.
Thank God.
And,
We're just...
anyway, it said that in there, and I just always remembered it because it's so. I've never heard that before or since. Like, he doesn't just give you gold. Like, I've never heard that before. Does he just give you gold?
Not that I know of. I thought he tricked
That's
people.
a leprechaun, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and leprechauns are tricksters as well, I thought. Anybody I think in all of the myths, anybody who's like unusually short is up to no fucking good.
yeah, that's how I feel about you.
Yeah, I'm up to no fucking
Clearly.
good. Like at any time ever. I'm always being a dick. But once in a blue moon, I throw blessings. I throw blessings around. But that's just
You
part
do.
of a greater trick.
I believe that. Like when you give me gifts that just make fun of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically it is a gift. He called me autistic. Then he said I hit the wall. Like that's what the gifts mean. But
Listen, I'm
he's
a
sending my husband knives for some reason.
yeah. Yeah, I keep wishing about that. But where were we with this fucking story? All
Oh
right, we
yeah,
got
yeah.
off on Pan, and
I was just picturing you dancing around with the little like flute thing, the pan flute. Like
I could do that.
I could see it with your magic tricks. Like that is you. That's you. I could just yes.
100%. How do you know I don't
I
do that?
I you know what? Now I'm convinced you do.
I might. I might do that.
I pried her off of him and grabbed our daughter and brought them both inside, then proceeded to call the police. When the cops came, they asked my wife what happened. Did you not ask her? What,
Yeah,
just
you would
like,
think the first thing that you asked.
no way my husband wouldn't be like, okay, so what did he do? Do I need to go shoot him? Like,
What happened?
like is this like a shooty situation? Is this like you need to calm down situation? Like, like, there would be some sort of assessment.
What would be like, hey, let's get our story straight real quick, because clearly you assaulted
That
this
too.
person.
There's no way my husband would call the cops before he got the story straight with me.
It's
What are you thinking, dude? No wonder you're scared of your wife. You got nothing going for you. No brains, no brawn.
no survival skills at all, man. I mean, you would have raised those kids yourself. She could go to prison right now. You don't know
She
why.
could.
And then secondly, another thing that I would ask is like, why were you with this man that I don't know?
I mean, yeah. Well, sure, but I don't know that would be. I mean, my assumption would be he was walking down the street because they're all in the house, and then he walks out the front door, and that's what's happening. But
Yeah. Well, I'm not
okay.
picturing like a city scenario. I'm picturing like a suburb scenario.
yeah, it's a suburb, and people walk down the street. Yeah, I would just assume he's walking down the street.
I would just have a lot of questions if I walked outside and Erica was just beating the shit out of a dude.
Yeah.
The first thing that you do is, I guess you gotta help.
Yes, that's the other thing.
You know.
It's like why would you pry me off of him?
Yeah.
And I have a good reason. I'm pissed at you now.
Well, when I say help, I mean make sure the whole violence is over, which is you get her off of that. The guy
I was
becomes
thinking
violent or
going
has
in.
a weapon or so. Well, no, because what if he's right? You don't know that when you see violence,
Who cares?
when you
Who
see
cares if he's right?
when you see violence,
I'm numero uno in
No.
this situation.
when you see violence, the first thing that you need to do is stop it. That's just the truth.
Oh, it's not how I was raised.
And you were raised by two of the greatest people I have ever heard of.
I was
A
raised pretty much
pirate
the
and a
opposite.
Slipknot
It's like,
fan.
okay, you got the friends and you got your enemies, right? There's a distinction there. That's what I was raised
This
with.
is not the Cold War. You could just
Well, it was-
if you have
There was nothing cold about the situations that I'm talking about, right?
if listen, if you have an opportunity to stop street violence, which is what this is, you should stop it. Because how
it's not
much
your
is
wife.
how much is she winning? Because he made it sound like she was really winning.
Yeah,
Well, then
it sounds like she was really winning.
he's had enough.
Well, let's keep reading the story.
So
and
because
find out.
then if you come into the thing, it's like, oh yeah, cool. Now I'm an accessory in this because I helped you beat a dude to death because you had a bad Uber ride. Like, what the hell? You got to find out more before you're joining it. You got to assess the situation. All right.
Or you could just trust her, you know.
He doesn't trust her. He's scared of her.
That's fair. That's a good point.
He wouldn't be scared of her if this is a one-time event.
This is a good of those questions. Like, will you peel the orange for me? Would you love me if I was a worm? I'm gonna ask my husband tonight what he would do if he saw this scenario, like without the explanation of what the situation actually was.
He's not gonna. He's. I don't know. I want to know the answer because I want to know if he's gonna really think it out. Of like,
He always does. He never answers properly. He never does. He's like because he said he would peel the orange, but that he would peel the orange because he thinks that if he peels it for me, well, first of all, he likes peeling oranges. It's fun, like it's satisfying because they.
okay,
I don't know.
weird.
That's what he
Sure.
said, and then he said that like if he peels it for me, I'll let him have some, and like so it's all self-serving. That's not how you like. Technically, he would peel the orange, but it's because he wants to. Does it count? I don't know.
All right. I mean, fair enough. That's a weird fucking answer to that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, apparently my wife was doing dishes and watching our daughter play in the front yard. So like through the window, I'm assuming. It's always nice when you got a window by your sink. I don't have that right now, but I used to. Watch your kids play. Great. Um, a man came and tried to get our daughter to walk towards the fence, opened our gate, and that's when my wife slammed the front door open and I heard the yelling. So he's
Okay.
trying to abduct the child.
Yeah. Then why would you be
Like-
scared of her? You ought to be proud of her.
Yeah. That's exactly what you should do.
You'd be like, holy fucking shit, that's badass.
He needs to be gone.
Yeah. Like, like when you once you peel your fucking Wolverine wife off of you and you get that fucking story, now you got a description. That's a real quick story to tell. You go and get that guy. He's already
yeah.
hurting. This guy just can't.
Don't let him walk off.
Oh, fuck no.
What if the cops can't find him again?
Yeah, it seems to me like this guy telling the Reddit story is not very good at any of the problems that are that happen in here.
He's scared of her. How can she trust him if his automatic reaction is to just freak out and be frightened of the situation? Like,
Well, I understand being
feel
frightened.
like you should assume that your wife is not just having a mental break right now until it seems like she's having a mental break. Like, I feel like the assumption should be this man did something that deserved the beating, and that's the first place where he went wrong.
I mean, I was picturing her getting like she had been gone and came back.
No, they were all in the house. Yeah, they were all hanging out. Kids played outside.
I mean, that would be a wild situation to be like, okay, you were just doing dishes. Why the fuck are you killing a man in the front yard?
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd be scared of her after that. The immediate reaction should be, God damn, okay, our kids are safe.
Yeah. Thank God. That's great. The thing is, my wife isn't a big lady. She's about 5'3" and decently petite, probably around 140-ish pounds.
How big are the
I wouldn't say 5'3", 140 is petite, but, that's...
That's a Latina lady. Hold on, 5'3", 140?
5'9" and 140.
That's a Latina lady.
And I wouldn't even call myself petite.
Where are
Like,
the
well,
big-
I wouldn't call myself, like, skinny. Definitely never petite, but...
I just want to know how big them cups are. Because
Yeah, well, he doesn't say.
what I'm picturing is the type of lady that would rush out of a house and beat the ever-living shit.
She's got to be, right? I mean, no, but he said nothing about a flip-flop. He said
Sure.
nothing
La
about the
chancla.
chancla. Okay? If it was my cousins, my Mexican cousins, there would be one in each hand. Beating him in the face.
Ninja stars just...
Yeah. Like, got grandma running out, throwing it across the way, just throwing it like a freaking ninja star.
Well, there's two types of logic. Either it'd be easy to abduct a Mexican kid because, there's so many of them that they'll lose track. But I don't think that's the way it works. I think they keep an eye on them. And they'll throw those flip-flops at you. They're the safest
Very
kids.
protective of each other.
Yeah. I don't know why this guy's scared of his wife instead of just happy about it.
And she got the grown man on the ground and was beating the absolute shit out of him. I know that was an adrenaline rush and maternal instincts, but now I'm scared my wife can beat my ass. He did add an edit later because all the comments were all like, I'm a coward and a pansy.
Yeah,
Like,
you're a
what the fuck is
fag.
this? She did what she's supposed to do. This was absolutely perfect. Like, what? And he said, edit, fear isn't the feeling I should have used. I am in awe of her strength, ferocity, and love for our children and family. And it was hot, blah, 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 blah. It was just incredibly
I
drawing to
wouldn't
have
say
to
about.
prior, like, whatever. Now you're just backtracking. That's not what you said.
I,
That's not
w-
what you meant. You said you were scared.
I wouldn't say it was hot. Like, at no point would I ever do, like, oh, I'm so hard right now. You fucking
pretty
beat up a
hot.
stranger.
I don't know. I think it'd be hot.
Yeah, but women like when men punch men.
No.
They do.
like-
It's stupid. Women are dumb, and that's why we have wars. Women and
You think
Mel
you
Gibson's
have
enemies.
wars because of women?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me right now, Bryden?
yeah. It's because of women. Women are a resource.
Because of women. Okay, so now you're just talking about rape. Mass rapes.
We're trying to protect
It's
you
not
from all the rape.
Women's fault. No.
Trying to protect you from all of
You're
it.
trying to get the other women. That's because of men. That is not because of women. Women existing is not a reason that we start wars.
It is because women are spiritually Democrats, and Democrats are warmongers, globalist warmongers who
Have you heard of
you might as well be.
George W. Bush before?
George W. They didn't call him George W. Fucking male pubic hair, did they? They called him George W. Bush, is what they called him. And men don't have a bush. Women have a bush. Sorry.
Oh,
so
he's
spiritually
secretly a
woman.
woman?
Spiritually woman.
Okay.
And, Dick Cheney, it's fine
Okay.
by me. Fine by me. He's a real man in charge. But
What about Genghis Khan?
Vagangus Khan? Yeah. Vagangus cunt? Yeah.
Hitler.
It's Hitler.
Oh, damn it. That one was too easy. I don't know how I didn't think of that. Okay, I give up. I give up on that.
Yeah. Women cause all the
I
wars in the world.
disagree. That's retarded.
The
That
logic
so
is sound.
Stupid, Bryden. No, it is not. No, it is not. You people. You.
Whoa,
you
cool it with the you
people.
people.
You people, okay, have no control over yourselves.
Yeah, because women control everything. It's fucking terrible.
Well, women control everything.
They
I thought
do.
Men did. You told me just the other week that men control everything, and men are the problem. And now you're saying it's women.
No, when I said men, that's I was talking
meant
about women.
men. Oh, I see. It was a coded message.
Oh, it was
talking
definitely a
about
coded
women.
message. Oh, it was 100% a coded
Actually,
message.
Okay, it was about women. I understand. Well, now we're just all confused. Time for the wheel.
All right, we got time for the wheel, and then I gotta piss, and we gotta start the second episode. So, we've got some things from last week, like get inspired, EVP, the wheel, free
wheel.
space, meaning spin again, Asians, $100, shot, aliens. Bryden become a goat.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Abby eat a bug.
Okay, fuck you. Why does it rhyme too, though?
Abby eat a grub.
What is wrong with you?
And lastly, Mike. So one spin of the wheel.
I hope he'll appreciate that that's how much we love him.
I don't know who he is. What do we got?
Shot.
Aliens.
Is that what that says? I can't see.
Yes,
Oh,
it does say
aliens?
shot. It did land on aliens, but only
Oh,
slightly.
it was. Oh, it was like in the middle. Well, I want to talk about zero energy.
All right.
That's what people
You-
believe that the aliens are bringing. Now we're taking shots. Okay.
Yeah, fuck that. We're doing shots, bro. I gotta piss. We're 3 minutes over. You can subscribe to the Patreon. This is more than a shot. Oops. And it's rum because that's the first thing I grabbed. It's Patron Ron de Guatemala number 12. I don't know. It's a decent fucking rum. I don't drink rum. It's a bullshit drink that a fucking child would drink. Pretty smooth though.
I did a really alcoholic sake, hoping I wouldn't hurt myself the same as last time. But it's no, it's about the same. It's about the same.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Maybe I'll keep this up here as my
That'd be good.
shot. That was more than the shot, but okay. Uh,
Shots are good.
I
Good
poured it
shot.
a little, thinking I was like, all right, we got to talk about aliens. I got to sit here with a bladder full of piss. And you're like, fuck, we're doing shots. I'm like, okay, this is so much
We're
better.
just doing shots. I just wanted to take one,
Yeah.
to be honest. It's just fun.
Yeah. When
I
you
was
don't have a
hoping for
job.
Bryden becomes a goat.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's on there. Right along with Abbi
Next
eat a bug.
Okay, you
And
cannot
Abbi
have
eat a grub.
two of the things be me eating disgusting things I do not want to eat. It's unacceptable.
Oh, I got
You know what we
I
should
got
do?
more of them,
You
by
have-
the way.
You have to erase my name and put someone else's name there. So there's one for you, one for me. We can't have two for me. It's uneven. So
It's
who's
on the wheel.
named... Okay. Erase Abby and put Keg.
Oh, we should do the Patreon, guys. We need a separate wheel for that, though.
Okay, well, I'll get the freaking wheel.
You get the
Saved for
Patreon
later
wheel.
in my Amazon cart. I'll have the Patreon wheel.
I'll have the regular show wheel. You have the Patreon wheel. That's
Okay.
a good fucking plan.
I think it is. Okay, we'll do that.
All right.
And
So,
with that, we're out of time.
yeah, we
for
might
today.
wheel on the next one. We might wheel a little. We might wheel. I'm really mad that nobody fucking said shit about the fucking wheel.
I don't understand. Do they like the wheel or dislike it? Nobody. I thought that somebody would be like, "Oh, this is weird" at the least, but nobody said anything.
Nobody gives a fuck about the wheel.
Literally.
I care about it. And guess what, you dumb motherfuckers? We've got the creation of the wheel way down the line in bonus episodes. So get ready
You
for
have no
4
idea how
fucking
exciting it
hours
was.
of us goddamn me drunk as shit.
We were both pretty. We were. It was a weird day.
a
We
great
were
day.
talking for like 11 freaking hours.
It's a
about
long
the
time.
wheel.
It's a long
I mean,
time.
not just about the wheel, but it did keep coming back up like once every 30 minutes.
It was mainly about the wheel. Now, hold on. Let me breathalyze real quick.
It's very important.
We got props
Very
in this motherfucker. Oh, shit. 0.06. So that's not that bad. It had
0.06.
registered my... Okay. So anyway,
You know what
I gotta piss. What?
Yeah, you know what we ought to do though?
Kill ourselves.
Is we ought to have a timer, right?
Yes.
And when it beeps, when the alarm goes off, whatever, we have to do the wheel. Right? So we
Okay.
start the timer at the start of the whatever. Like you could set it for a different time, a different like length of time every week even. But when it goes off, that's when we have to do the wheel, no matter what we're talking about. What do you think of that idea?
I think it's a fucking terrible idea.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was...
I hate that idea. Listen, all I'm saying is, fine, the wheel wasn't a success, but that Plinko board that I'm looking at is gonna be
You're looking
something.
at Plinko board. What is Plinko? Okay, we're gonna talk
It's
about
when
the
you
Plinko
drop
board
the
on
you drop like the coin down there and it lands in a slot, like on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Those
Okay.
are like $60 though. So
Is it worth it? It might be worth it.
no, because these motherfuckers keep canceling their Patreon.
You've gotta. If you want the Plinko board, you have to give us money.
That's
Okay.
true. And I too would fucking. I haven't bought clothes in a long time, so
He needs his $1,000 T-shirt.
it's not $1,000 T-shirt. I mean, there's a $1,000 T-shirt. I'm sure that I would like,
Yes.
but no, they're not $1,000.
Thank you everyone for listening. Please go to patreon.com.
The shirt that I want, though, I mean, would be really good. It is
Okay.
$450. It's just a
Okay,
Louis
that's a
Vuitton.
lot.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I will spill something on it immediately.
Yeah, you will. That's
That's
why I
If
don't
I-
wear white.
if I
'Cause
ever
I
wore
just know what will happen.
if I
Like,
ever
you know?
wore it, I would have to wear like a hula hoop around me, like during those dorks in COVID, and just be like, "Nobody get near me! Nobody get near me!"
You'd just be Bubble Boy.
Yeah, dude. Shook
Dude,
us.
that'd be so fun. Just bouncing around. Okay. Thank you everyone
I'll
for
be a bubble
listening. Have
man.
a great week. Secure your height. Secure in the knowledge
You
that
shit
we are
ugly.
with you. And we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.